Hey, everybody. Welcome to Banner and Chance. My name's Tim. I'll be your DM for today. We've got some exciting stuff happening. I thought I'd just take a moment before we hear from each of our players tonight and say just how much we appreciate all of the fan art, and we've got maps being drawn, and we've got a lot of interaction happening on Instagram, and we've got a lot of people signing up for the Twitch stream. So to all of you that took the time to do that, I just want to say a big thank you. I want to make a special call out to our man Korok DM, cartographer extraordinaire, for putting together a fantastic illustration of the Stilton Docks, the warehouse where last time our party found themselves exploring. Let's go around the table once. We're going to do a quick hello from all the players and let us know a little bit about your character again.
I am Brad. I play Rogar Nerixius, the brass dragonborn paladin.
Hi, I'm Aiden. I play Cain, the fighter wizard.
I am Luna. I play Geen, the human Kensei monk.
Hello, I am Shady, and I play Runt, and she is a young human rogue.
Remember these names, folks, because at the end of our game here, our players each nominate one of the others for the performance of the night, and we award magic beans, and then we'll turn open a survey for you live here on Twitch that you can go ahead and you can select who you thought what had the most moving performance and really made the game for you. And when our players get to 10 of these magic beans, they carry inspiration. That's something that is that we've been doing for a while, and it really helps us with just taking a moment to really show some gratitude to each other. When we last left, incidentally, I just want to remind everybody, Cain, you have inspiration plus 3 beans. Rogar, you are also sitting on inspiration, as is Runt. Geen, you are 1 bean away, so we'll see what happens next time. Well, I guess with that, unless anybody's got any questions, we should just get right into it. All right. So let's do just that. Last time on Banner and Chance. Last time on Banner and Chance, our party found themselves having to interrogate or question San Krulik and his son Jaren on the whereabouts of an ancient amulet that was the only hope, according to the High Harvest Mistress and Jennair Brightsong, for saving Burkle's soul, binding it to this amulet so that it could be unbound from an unknown evil force. And he could, in fact, answer questions and live once again. But if they don't find this amulet, the High Harvestress has told them that Burkle's soul will definitely be lost. He may even die. And if they were to try to sever it at this point, he would be the undead, and that wouldn't be fun for Cain. So knowing that, they sped off to the holding cells of the local city watch. They questioned San Krulik and his son Jaren about the whereabouts of this amulet. They were able to figure out that Jaren had given it as a sign of goodwill, or to buy his way into the favor of Karathur and his seedy underworld at a place called the Stilton Docks. They proceeded to the Stilton Docks. It was the end of the day. Everything was shutting down. Perhaps it was the Labor Day long weekend. They entered the docks right away, and through a stroke of luck, they were able to find out that indeed there were illicit substances here. In fact, they were able to find mushroom powder, one of the drugs in Faerun, hiding inside a red wrapped piece of cheese, waxed piece of block of cheese. Upon closer inspection, they were able to discover a trap door in the middle of the floor. They went down said door, found themselves descending deep into the chalk caves of Harrowdale. There, they were greeted by and insidious laughter. At first, a halfling with a halberd showed up and was giggling and wiggling at them. And when it was clear that he was none too friendly, they decided to attack. Combat ensued. Rogar jumped into a rowboat, only to spring a trap and be knocked into the water. Geen leapt, using Step of the Wind, for a rock outcropping in the middle of the water, only to find it was a trap, a floating buoy that tipped her into the water. All the while, in this open, single-room bunker, they are separated from this blue form by a stretch of water. And beyond that, several great shelves loom, filled with packages and bottles and what they assume to be valuables of the Karathur crime family, or crime empire. So here we are. Rogar has gone for a dip, taking a tremendous strike. Griffaro is helping him back onto the platform. Geen, you have swum to the surface, and you are now free to choose which direction you will swim. But I will start with you, Rogar. Oh, and Runt, I should say, you took a dodge action, so you are standing ready for whatever flies at you. Cain had let fly a sleep spell, but we are unsure what that's done right now. So, Rogar, you've been pulled to your feet. You are on the uppermost corner of this platform. If you were to refer to your maps, next to the rowboat, and a larger platform looms in front of you, separated by 30 to 40 feet.
Instead of allowing Griffaro to pull me up, can I go ahead and swim across?
You can spring from his grasp
What?
as if...
Well, we gotta go.
Okay.
It's an emergency. Go.
Okay.
Hey, we've got something going on.
I'm sorry, I gotta go. I have an emergency.
Okay,
I'll try and be back.
yes. We're just going to wait one moment. Everybody, we just have a slight technical difficulty. This happens. I'm going to just go ahead and Geen is off. Just give me one moment. We're just reacting. Just 1 second, everybody. This is real life excitement. Hopefully it wasn't a fire or something. One moment. Okay. Rogar, you have sprung from his grasp, pressing off from the corner of that platform, assuming that you're going to attempt to sort of backflop into the water. Does that
Yes.
sound about right?
Absolutely. And I have athletics to back up my swimming.
Fantastic. If you were to jump, how far would we say that athletic ability would allow you to spring forth from the platform into the water, give or take? Make it your jump distance.
Okay. It would be approximately... what is jumping?
I believe it's exactly your strength, correct?
Yeah, okay. So approximately 17 feet.
You spring backwards 17 feet, expecting, with this beautiful pike, expecting... You could roll athletics, actually, for me, if you wouldn't mind.
24.
And roll a dex for me while we're at it, please.
15.
This beautiful backwards pike, just as you brace yourself to split the water's surface, instead you come crashing onto a hard, slippery surface just inches below the water. This is a hidden platform, and your body goes skidding towards the opposite shore. Your 17-foot jump then finds you sliding another 17 feet. And when you finally, with your 15, you're able to stop yourself before you go over the edge and right yourself right away. So now you are on your hands and knees, beginning to stand up. But currently you're on your hands and knees, and you're only about 6 feet from the edge of the opposing platform. With your passive perceptions, Cain and Runt, you were able to actually see this from where you are, that he, instead of splashing, he just kind of slips and slides on as if he's on wet ice, and with a crash and a thump, and now he is standing seemingly on the surface of this black water, as if he's some sort of supernatural being. As you right yourself, do you want to get ready to do anything in particular?
Yes, absolutely. Is he facing me?
Currently, there are shelves in front of you. If you remember last time, we heard a sickening sound from inside those shelves. And
Okay.
at this point, your ears do pick up a low, grumbling voice where once there was a halfling's voice.
I'll go complete defensive right now.
Okay. That takes us to you, Runt.
How far is it across the water?
Around 40 feet.
Okay. Then I am going to, I guess, jump in, and go about 10 feet, and then use Misty Step to get to, if I can get to where Rogar is.
Sure, your Misty Step carries you how far?
30 feet.
30 feet. So you can jump in. If you would like to tell me what corner of the platform you're going to jump off, just say center, your left-hand side where Rogar is, your right-hand side where Geen is.
Let's go right-hand side.
All right. You go ahead and you jump 10 feet. That takes you to where, almost to the well, about halfway to that now bobbing buoy. And you hit the water surface and you sink in. Okay? So just as you hit, you want to go ahead and cast Misty Step.
Yep.
All right. 30 feet are then crossed, and you find yourself materializing on the corner of the platform. In front of you looms 3 tall shelves.
Okay. I guess that's all I'm doing.
Okay. Around you, if as you jumped off this platform, these chalk walls opened up, marred by carving formats and deep natural cracks leading off up and around. No real stalactites or anything along those lines, and this chalk has been formed into these platforms, which have then been tiled in marble. Okay. Wooden shelves again loom. There's 6 of them all together. There's 3 immediately in front of you. Cain, you are in the middle of that platform, if I recall. Braziers on each side of you on the far platform.
Okay.
You had just finished casting a sleep spell, and although you still heard movement behind you. And the action is yours.
Oh, shoot. Sorry. Okay, I'm going to quickly cast magic armor on myself.
Okay.
And then I'm going to point to Runt. And Runt, you get... where is it? You get an arcane ward that has 12 HP on top of your HP that you have now.
Nice.
So whatever damage you take, it hits the arcane ward first, and then after the arcane ward is broken, it gets into your main HP.
And let's remember too that each of you were blessed for an additional 25, I believe, hit points last round, as well as you're carrying healing. Okay, so the arcane ward has been cast. And now, what would be your next action or movement?
Okay, what's the nearest platform to me right now?
You're on the main platform that you came to from the staircase. It's an expanse of water between you and the opposing platform. However, you have seen your dragonborn friend standing in mere inches of water off to the left-hand side of the platform that you're on.
And how far is it?
About a 40-foot run from edge to edge.
Okay, I'm gonna try to get there with all my movement of 30 feet.
All right. You begin to run across. You step off the platform, and indeed, the water seems to support your weight. You can feel slick rock underneath you, black in color, almost imperceptible, other than the movement of the water that belies what the structure is beneath you. You begin to cross this. You are 10 feet from the edge of the far side, not sure as to where the edges of this ramp that you're on are.
All right, and that's my turn.
Okay. Soon you notice right behind you, Cain, that Bilk is at your side. Essentially, you feel him following, and he's matched your movement. Geen is now swimming towards the end, and we see her pulling herself up to the right-hand side. If you were facing this right-hand side of the opposing platform, she's pulling herself up right behind you, Runt. She immediately lights off and attempts to stealth around the